Hello, Libra. Hi, Libras. Listen, I'm a little late on your birthday reading. I have had a very intense few weeks, but it's good to catch you now because you're in your birthday season, and we've got this beautiful Libra new moon tomorrow. So, although normally my readings are not date specific, I only use the dates so you can kind of find them in the playlists. For you, this one is, because this is your birthday reading, Libra. I am doing a special birthday tarot spread for you right now. I'm going to start with Goddess of the Moon Oracle card for you, just so we get an idea of what phase of the moon is guiding you through your season. Okay, let's go. Now you know. This is good for Libra, sun sign, because it's the birthday season. So really, rising, moon, and Venus, not so much when I do a birthday reading. It's for Libra season. If you are a Libra and you are celebrating a birthday, this is your reading. And it is now, where are we? It is, I don't even know the date. Honest to gosh, I have had that kind of a month so far. So it's Friday the 27th of September. Tomorrow the 28th is that new moon in Libra. You will be very comforted by that moon. It will be about balance. It'll be about connection. It'll be about your relationships. So you should expect good things to come from that. Set your intentions. Good time to journal. Good time to do some clearings. Meditations, of course, as always. But for you, it might be good to just try to get out in the light of the moon. Now, I know it's a new moon, so you may not see it, but the point is it's there. And so it'll pull on you more if you're outside. I don't even remember what time it's coming through. I should have checked that before I got on this video. Anyway, okay. So, as always, I'm going to do this oracle spread. I'm going to also do a birthday tarot spread. I'm going to go through something from last year that you need to let go of. I'm looking at my cheat sheet because I don't do this particular spread all the time. The second card will be representative of your upcoming year, this, next trip around the sun. Number 3 will be something new to look forward to. Number 4 will be a new hobby or interest you might want to explore. Number 5 is an important lesson you're going to learn in this new year. And 6 will be how I can be the best version of myself. So it's very much focused on you. Then in the extended, I will pull cards for family, relationships, friendships. It'll be family, friendship relationships, romantic relationships, your health, your finances, your career, and potential for travel. Boom. So there'll be 7 more cards in there, clarifiers, all about Libra, all about your new trip around the sun. You've got your solar return. This is where you are. Let's look at where you're going. Okay, and the link to the extended will be right in the description, along with all my other links to everything else I got going on. And that I have available for you. The decks will be included in case you want to check them out on Amazon. What else? That's about it. Let's pull, shall we? Okay, so you pulled the snow moon card. Let me get this out. It's really pretty. The lighting is very good for me. It is not very good for the cards. There we go. So she's kind of blindfolded a little bit, right? She's kind of blindfolded. It doesn't feel like it's wrapped tight, though. It's just sort of, it's like white gauze kind of going over her eyes. And it's beautiful to look at. It's very hard to see, so it's not just the lighting. I'm having to see, what number is it? It's number 30. 30, the 0 makes it sort of spiritually blessed, but it comes down to a number 3. And let's see what it has to say. 3 is about your interactions with others and community. You know, because 1 is all about you, 2 is about you and one other, 3 is about, oh, now I have a voice and I can speak to more people and interact on a broader scale. But we'll see what the snow moon has to say. It says, look for the simplest and cleanest solution. Understand your motives for doing what you are doing. Be as clear as possible in your communication. What did I just say? 3s are about communication. So there's a lot more to read, but it's basically about the purity of your words, right? Snow moon is about purity, but that's the theme. So you're looking for the simplest, cleanest solution to any interpersonal situation. Could be twin flame communication. Keep it simple, keep it clear, keep it spot on. Understand your motives, so you're coming from a pure heart, right? Now that's my words, it's not in the book, I'm just reinterpreting what I'm reading here. So that's really good. It's a communication card. And because Libra is about balance, Libra is about relationships, and the Libra new moon is going to impact that area of your life, I think this is a very divinely guided card. Okay. So let's start with this Mongo reading I'm going to do here for you. This is the Libra birthday special. I'm using the Golden Tarot deck. It just sort of feels, it's like reminiscent of an ancient time. I love all things, you know, 13th, 14th century, Italianate, Baroque, Gothic. I love all that stuff. And the cards just, I love their gold on the side. They're so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so card number 1, card number 2, card number 3, card number 4, card number 5, card number 6. I'll go through it with you. All right. Card number 1, something from last year you kind of need to let go of. King of Wands. Might there have been an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in your world? King of Wands energy, passionate, can be a little aggressive, goes for what he wants, right? He's a powerful ruler, but yet kind of knows how to strategize his next moves. In this card, we've got like a fire roaring in the background, and he's holding the wand, which has some leaves of growth on it. So, you know, this is you know, the King of Wands has potential, you know, can see see new opportunities on the horizon. That's what I'm trying to say. So very interesting card. So you either have to let go of control over something you might be passionate about, almost like a get out of the yang energy of the king and go into the yin energy of the queen. So that might be a little bit of the reference there. Or it could just be a darn Aries, Leo, Sagittarius in your life that it's like, boom, let it go. From this past year. Card number 2 represents this upcoming year. And it's the 9 of Swords, so it means there's going to be some sleepless nights. There might be some anxiety, and it might be related to sort of letting go, right? The letting go part of this. So once you let that go, then you've got all these thoughts running around in your head, keeping you up, wondering, okay, now what do I do? Especially if it is letting go of a person, of a relationship, or somebody that you had hoped would be a relationship. Or perchance, if it's twin flame energy, just letting go of the fact that, you know, you're not in union, like letting go of your pull towards this energy. But this next year might be a little bit anxiety provoking. The Knight of Swords isn't necessarily bad. It's just, to me, it's like, yeah, I'm now facing some uncertainty on my path. And I have to wrestle with that. And then something new to look forward to, though, card number 3, don't panic, comes in as the Devil. Now, lots of people have thoughts about the interpretation of the Devil. It's my least favorite card in the deck because it triggers me. And here's why it triggers me. I am a Virgo. I don't like to go out and party. I'm not a partier. Never have been. I get really anxious in social situations. You're probably saying, you're kidding me, right? Because here you are like on video on YouTube for all the world to see. Yeah, but like, I'm not having to navigate a crowd. I don't have to be throwing back drinks or shots, right? I mean, this is different. Plus, I'm here by myself, basically. I'm just talking to the air, and it feels okay to me. But there seems to be a hint here that what you have to look forward to is letting your hair down, right? Think about the Devil. The Devil is a little tempting, right? The Devil's like, hey, come with me. Come over here. Let me show you something over here, little girl. So don't take it as a bad omen. It's something you're supposed to look forward to. So I'm reading this card with the positivity that is within the Devil energy, which is, yeah, let your hair down. Don't be so darn buttoned up. And, you know, that's important. It's important. We all need that balance. And, you know, the Devil is the number 15 card. 1 and 5 is 6. 6 is about balance. And that's probably what the Devil is telling you for this coming year is, hey, either, you know, don't be so, you know, dogging this one thing over and over, you know, like, let your hair down. Come over here. Meet some new people. Get out. Break whatever little routines you've got going for yourself. That's what you have to look forward to is change that's balancing out that side of you that you've been pent up with this whole past year. But it's going to bring up some anxiety, right? It's going to cause you some anxiety until you get your sea legs and you find your comfort zone in that. Okay, card number 4 is a new hobby or interest to look forward to, and we've got the 9 of Wands. The 9 of Wands, in this position, it feels weird. Because it's really about not quitting, not giving up. So what I would say is there something that you've had an interest in that you haven't really explored and you kind of just gave up on it? Or maybe you took up a hobby or you know, it could be, I'll just use myself as an example. If this spread was for me, which it's not, I would say, oh, that's tarot. I would know right away. It's tarot and the astrology with tarot and the numerology involved in tarot. I've loved tarot for a long time, but I put it aside. I had sort of given up on it. And I brought it back out into the open. And here I've been for a couple months now, and I feel like a different person. So I would say it's something like that, something that you're saying right now. I know what she's talking about. I know exactly what she's talking about. Could be writing, could be, you know, a sport. It could be a fitness regime. It could be something that you had interest in or that you have an interest in and that you either kind of gave up on or you kind of just said, I don't know that I can do this. Yes, you can. Don't quit. Don't give up. You're almost at that 10 of Wands where you can lay down the burden. So that seems like a positive way of interpreting it. We're going to go with that. And then card number 5 here is an important lesson you will learn this coming year. King of Swords. Boom. Standing in your truth. Standing in the power of your truth. Maybe being a little bit more discerning, okay? Maybe if you're shaking off this King of Wands energy, maybe this important lesson is about being more reserved, pulling back a bit, asking questions, but weighing what's fact from fiction. King of Swords. King of Swords, we've got his mental energy, highly intellectual, highly good strategist. I mean, all the kings really are for what they do, but with the swords, it's not the strategy of the passion, it's the strategy of the mind. So the King of Swords might be the one on the battle, you might be the one calling the battle positions, okay? We're talking about war here, we're talking about suits of armor. But for you, it feels as a lesson you're going to learn, it's about standing in the power of your truth and integrity. And maybe pulling back a little bit. Libra, you're an air sign, so this speaks to you, right? This is maybe coming more from your head, right, than from this physical I want energy. Important lesson. And I'm not saying that you had that energy. I'm saying that energy was somehow something from this past year that you need to let go of. And you'll know what that is. Because if it's your King of Wands energy, you know, oh, I got to stop that behavior. I have to get back to not like being impulsive. I have to get back to weighing my options and making careful, calculated, razor sharp decisions. I love this for you. This is perfect for you. And then we have 6. How can I be the best version of myself? 8 of Cups. That tells me, based on everything I'm seeing, is best version of yourself is going to be to walk away from this impulsive energy, whether it's the energy coming at you from a person or whether it's the energy of the King of Wands within yourself. You need to let go of the impulsive. You need to get back into balance. That's what this devil is, right? Get back into balance. Yeah, it's not going to be fun. You're going to lose a little sleep over it. It's going to be a year of getting back to yourself, getting back to who you really are. And so the 8 of Cups can be either walking away from or walking toward. Because of the way this spread is, I feel it's walking away from what hasn't served you. That is how you can be the best version of yourself. Okay, shall we clarify? Yes, we shall. Tell me more about this King of Wands. This past year, Libra needs to let go of this King of Wands. What's that about? It's about conflict. Okay, so there was some conflict. There's 5 of Wands, Wands on Wands. So we know we're dealing with passion, matters, 5 just feels to me like outside influences that sort of you kept defensive. Like, I got to defend. I'm always having to defend. Okay? That's what you're letting go of, this King of Wands energy, either from another person, which it feels like it might be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, doesn't have to be, but now we have Wands on top of Wands, and that kind of feels like, yeah, whoever it is has a lot of fire in their chart. If you have fire in your chart or fire rising, could be you. So, yeah, you got to walk away from that constant, whether it's conflict just of words or conflict where I'm not seeing any woundedness here. I'm just seeing fed up. I'm just seeing, fed up. You're done. Let's look at this 9 of Swords. Why is Libra going to be dealing with all this anxiety? Mental anxiety. Oh, okay, so 4 of Cups, because, all right, it may involve a person. 4 of Cups. The Ace of Cups is coming in here, universe, spirit is bringing that in, but you're all focused on on the, these 3 cups here, these empty 3 cups. And in this particular deck, the figure here against the tree has his arms crossed and is looking down, like almost disinterested in the romance that's coming in and being offered. Either disinterested, nonchalant, not engaged, not aware. There's something here with regard to a romantic connection, love connection, that you're just not seeing or you're disengaged from. And that's coming out on top of this 9 of Swords. So you may be losing sleep over a connection that you're not aware is there in this coming year. Not right now, but from your birthday going forward. It's interesting. All right, what about the Devil? We're going to kick up our heels. How are we going to be tempted? 8 of Wands. Chariot. Oh, there might be that travel piece. And 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so now I'm feeling like this temptation of the Devil here is going to be about some, messages, passionate messages. It's going to be like, yeah, flirt a little with, like live on the wild side a little bit, let your hair down, live on the wild side a little bit. A lot of fiery, there might be a lot of suitors coming into the picture. That's a lot of passionate energy, but it's more about messages and coming in and going out. And then on top of that, we had the Chariot. So that's, Chariot's Cancer, so you could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it is the Cancer card, but it's also about forward movement or being stuck. And since it's coming out on top of this 8 of Wands and the Devil energy, it does definitely feel like it's about, yeah, take a chance. Let's move on. Let's do this. And then we've got the 7 of Pentacles. The seeds have been planted. There's harvest is right here. Don't look so forlorn. Don't feel bad that you had to let this go, because something is coming in for you. It's right there, right outside your field of vision, but it's coming into view. And you have planted the seeds, you are being patient, and you are going to experience the abundance if you just stay on your path. Stay on your path, the Chariot. I like that. All right, now, number 4 is that 9 of Wands energy. Yeah, there's something about a hobby or an interest that you might have given up on. Don't do that. We want to get back into it. Yep, it's about your work, and it's about feeling left out of something. And then we got the 4 of Wands. So this feels like whatever hobby or interest that you gave up on or that you're working on now, but you feel like, oh, I don't know if I should be doing this. Yeah, you need to explore it. And it's something to do, it could be as literal as like a craft. It could be artistic, a craft. But it has to do with something that could actually make you money. Could actually be something that is a new interest or hobby that could be fruitful. And if you put your head down and do the work and, and become the master of it. And here we have the 5 of Pentacles, that left out in the cold thing. But for when I do a reading like this, where this isn't really a relationship reading, it's a birthday spread. If relationship comes up, it comes up. It'll, we'll look at that later on too when I pull the other cards. But for coming out here for the new interest or hobby, it makes me feel like maybe you think you're not good enough. Maybe you're questioning your worthiness. I could be walking around saying, who am I to read tarot? There's a bazillion tarot readers that have done this longer than I have. They do it better than I do. They, here I am. So it feels to me like if you put your head down and shake off, don't quit or give up on the idea, because it could be very fruitful. And you're not an outsider in whatever it is, and you're totally worthy, because here we've got the Four of Wands. Now, if this was a relationship reading, I would say, oh my God, twin flame energy, but it's not coming up on the relationship side. It's coming up as this is blessed. This is something that you probably have some measure of a past life experience with, that's coming forward and blessing this work. And it's all about passion. Look at this. We've got this Nine of Wands is still passion. It's still fiery energy, but it's battle worn. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't know if I can go after that one more time, or I don't know if I should pick that up again. The answer is yes, because it might end up making you some money, and it might bring you so many blessings. And then we have card number 5, the lesson, that King of Swords, standing in your truth and your power of your truth. Really getting back into your head and stop all this fighting. Oh, perfect. Don't even need another card. Yeah. Important lesson you're going to learn is when you get back to yourself, all good things will come to you. That is a major gift. That's a substantial gift coming in from the universe. It will be something tangible. You will recognize it because it's a pinnacle. So that's something you can see. If this was a relationship reading, I would say this is the engagement ring card. This could mean if you get back to the truth, if you walk away from all this King of Wands and Five of Wands and just, you know, that energy which feels more impulsive and a little out of character for you, Libra, boom. Get back in your King of Swords energy and you will be gifted for having done so. And it feels really substantial. It feels like a powerful, meaningful, it's new, but it's big. And it could be in the form of a relationship. It could be that you shift out of this energy, this fighting, scrapping, conflict, defensive energy. Let your hair down a little, right? Invite the suitors in, meaning like allow yourself to be pursued. Let your hair down. Allow yourself to be pursued a little bit, says the Virgo who never goes out. And that'll keep you, that'll return you to your path, seeds planted, so you'll sort of start to see the fruits of your labor. Jeez, I was looking for that sentence for 10 minutes. That feels really good. Now let's look at this Eight of Cups. We've got card number 6. How can I be the best version of myself? Yeah, you might have to walk away from something. What are we walking away from? What's Libra walking away from? I want to feel that. I want to know. What are you walking away from? Okay. Queen of Swords. Yeah. Whoever, now, okay, this can be you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but the Queen of Swords energy is like, now we have her right next to this this king. Now we have the King and Queen of Swords right here on the table. They're not looking at each other. Oh. They were when I had it backwards. They're like, yeah, it's icy. You're walking away from the iciness. You're elevating from the Queen to the King. Now, obviously, if you're a woman, it's still okay. We're talking about energy. The queens are always whatever element they are, and in this case it's sword, which is air, they're always balanced out by water. Not so with the kings. So maybe this is saying what you're walking away from is that emotionality that sort of gets in the way of your higher logic and reason. That's what I'm feeling. You're going to shift into your King of Swords. That's the lesson you have to learn, is how to sort of contain your emotional quality, contain the fiery passion, contain the defensive posturing. Walk away. And, you know, the Queen of Swords can also be she can be very cool and aloof. She can be cool and aloof. The King of Swords can be too, but I feel because he isn't as guarded about his emotions as the Queen is, he lets things roll off his back. He doesn't sweat the small stuff like the Queen does. Wow, we've gone 30 minutes. So here's what we're going to do. What I'm going to do next is I'm coming back to this. And remember, we started with this purity of communication. So all of this is about communication. All of this is referring to how you communicate and being clear, which we've got a ton of swords here now. We've got 1, maybe not a ton, 2, 3. I thought we had more. We have a lot of wands too. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a pretty balanced. We're missing a little bit of water, but because we have the Chariot. That's good. The 4 of Cups. That's good. Okay, I'm just babbling to myself now. Here's what I'm going to do. This looks like a nice reading. I'm going to go on with this deck to look at your family, your friendships, romantic relationships, health, finances, career, and travel. And that's going to be all down here, and I will clarify all those as well. So if you are excited to hear what's coming for you in each of those categories in this new trip around the sun, link is below in the description box. Happy birthday, Libra. Have a wonderful new moon for yourself. Get out and enjoy it. And I'll see you on the other side. Bye.